Before I begin, I would like to thank Brimstone below for sharing this story with me in a comment on a past video. I did some research and look forward to sharing this tale with you. Enjoy. Margaret Leigh, or Molly as she is more commonly known, was born in Burslem around 1685. Sadly, she was not an attractive girl, and this led to her being shunned. In her loneliness, rumors began circulating accusing her of practicing witchcraft. It was rumored that she was odd from the time she was born, almost an adult in a baby's body. She was supposedly able to eat a hard crust of bread just a few hours after being born, and she refused her mother's milk, opting instead to suckle farm animals. She developed a vicious temper as she grew older, no doubt angry with the way her life had turned out. But she was a hard worker. Her parents died when she was a girl, so to support herself, she would take milk into town and shout out her wares. She was a bit infamous in the area and often accused of watering down the milk. She lived alone in a small cottage in the middle of the forest. Desperate for company, Molly trained a blackbird to be her sole friend. He was often found on a bush outside her cottage, a bush which never produced a blossom. Though Molly was unable to make friends, she had no trouble making an enemy, Parson Spencer. Spencer was the rector of St. John's Church in Burslem and accused Molly of rarely attending church because she was a witch. Spencer was known to spend time at the Turk's Head pub, and it was said Molly's blackbird appeared there one day. The beer in the pub turned sour right away and gave all the customers rheumatism. Furious, Spencer shot at the bird, but he flew away unharmed. Spencer fell ill with stomach pains and was bedridden for nearly a month. Molly died between 1746 and 1748, and Spencer was the one who buried her in St. John's churchyard. The people in the town were whispering, though, was Molly actually dead? Molly's blackbird was all over town, making everyone uneasy. A few of the townsfolk decided to go to her small cottage and were terrified to see Molly sitting by her fire, knitting with her bird by her side. Upon hearing this, Spencer decided to silence her ghost. He captured her bird and, after digging Molly up, buried the poor creature alive with its master. Her body was then moved. It had originally been buried facing east-west, a traditional Christian way, but now it was turned north-south. Though the hauntings seem to have stopped, many questions still remain. Why did Spencer feel the need to turn her body? And who paid for such an expensive tomb to begin with? It's some 4 feet high and still easy to spot today. More recently, in the early 50s, Sybil Leek, a self-declared witch and associate of Aleister Crowley, visited Molly's grave and walked around town with a jackdaw on her shoulder, all while claiming she was related to Molly. If you find yourself curious and nearby on Halloween night, you may want to dance around her grave and sing, Molly Lee, chase me round the apple tree, 3 times and see if she might still want a friend. Though witch or not, we should all probably let Molly finally rest in peace.